Well, I was an independent designer, builder of furniture and interiors mostly, and a finish carpenter. So I did a little bit of everything. I drove around in a cargo van with my tools loaded up, and I did finish carpentry on residential projects mostly, while I was getting my design build studio up and running. And then I gradually took on bigger and bigger projects, including design build projects of the interior of museum gift shops and custom commissions for clients. A casting director was a friend of one of my clients and had seen me doing work on her home as a finish carpenter. And so when a TV show was looking for a co-host, they were looking for a female who actually knew how to build, but didn't need to have any acting experience. And so this casting director who had seen me working on her friend's house called me up and said, hey, I think you'd be great for this show. And I said, well, I live in Los Angeles. Might as well go on an audition. It's a story, right? Well, I mean, any kind of wood for any kind of taste really works. I'm a particular fan of American hardwoods because I know that they're sustainably forested, they're managed responsibly, they're really, really durable and beautiful, and depending on what you want to use them for, there's a species for everything. I mean, hardwood floors last longer than engineered floors, and they're a little more expensive than carpet going down, but they last a lot longer. Carpet's going to end up in the landfill in about 15 years, but in 15 years you can refinish your wood floors and have beautiful brand new floors. To get more value out of your house, resale value, kitchens. Always people recommend kitchens. If you can even just put in new countertops and new appliances, you're able to say on the listing that there's a new kitchen, and that jacks up the price. Second thing you want to do is curb appeal. The front of the house is the first impression, both online, because people are searching for houses online now, and the first thing they see is that shot of the front of the house. And in person, when they go to shop for a house and they're viewing a house, the front yard and the front of the house is the first thing everybody sees. So that first impression is worth a lot of money. The next thing to consider would be bathrooms. If you don't have the room to add a bathroom, then just put in some minor updates. But honestly, the least expensive thing you can do that's going to make a big difference when you're selling your house is staging. Before you put your house on the market and have the photographs taken, remove like 20% of your stuff. Get rid of all your clutter, make sure your bookshelves are only sparsely filled, and get rid of like 20% of your furniture, and then take really nice photos, like magazine quality photos. If you're talking about the interiors for, let's say, children's rooms, then you got to pay attention to the finishes and make sure you have non-toxic, low VOC. For durability, I'm going to go back to hardwood again because nothing's stronger than that, and I think hardwood is non-toxic and totally recyclable. So you cycle through a lot of things with children's furniture, right? You want something that's going to be able to be handed down or go back into the earth without much trouble, not into the landfill. And that's going to be something that's made of hardwood because those things either last and can be passed on for generation to generation, or they can be recycled with no trouble. Ooh, well, there are lots of exciting ideas for space efficiency online. I would say start thinking really about how you want to use the space and what your primary actions are in the house, and then design around those. Design around all of the things that you do 90% of the time. Frequently we have spaces like living rooms or dining rooms that we don't even use. If you don't use your dining room, make it an office and create a little area where that office can convert to a dining room when you need it. Think about how you really use the space and design for that and make it your own.